I'm the Pros Pro, and welcome back from another hiatus. You might be wondering, where's the Minecraft? Because we had so many loyal subscribers. You guys were just waiting for the next episodes and the next episodes, and it just wouldn't come. And you're like, what is this on the screen? This isn't even gameplay footage. I've never seen your hands before in all the other videos I didn't watch. As you might have seen, my buddy that I used to make videos with back, well, we always played together, we went to school together, but my buddy switched over to FPV and started posting videos on it. And I was actually one of the people that got him into like FPV. We started watching videos and we really liked the idea of it. So I showed him. Sorry, I was just checking if he was recording. I showed him FPV and I built this drone myself. And yeah, so I was the one that got him into it, and we're starting racing, and he made his channel and he started making videos. And I figured, not a lot of people make FPV videos. I mean, there's a very small few that do, and those few who do it are very good. But, there's not a lot of people that just goof around and do stuff. There's not as big of a market as there is for like gaming on YouTube and stuff. So today is the first episode, but as you can see, my drone is a bit taken apart right now, and that is because this right here, a little bit off frame. So this was my flight controller, the Bardwell F4, and it's a little bit gunked up because I was messing around taking solder off. It was actually soldered pretty well. But so what happened was my video pad, which is what you hook your transmitter to, so you get the OSD, so you can tell battery voltage and stuff. So it is pretty necessary. What happened was my battery pad right here, or my video pad, it fell off, and I really wasn't applying that much heat to it. And I know you guys are probably like, yeah, you probably were, but my buddy Sizzo FPV actually had the exact same thing happen to him on the exact same board. The video pad fell off, and then my other buddy who I've known forever is also into FPV. He has a drone he built, and he ordered the Bardwell board because we had recommended it because I love the layout and stuff. It's just the video pad fell off is the only bad thing. So we had recommended it to my buddy, and he put it in there, and he actually had 3 different pads fall off. So I don't know if it's a manufacturer thing, because it is manufactured in China, because I emailed Get FPV, who's a great retailer, emailed them because that's who I bought it from, and they got back right away, told me to contact Race Day Quads because they handle the manufacturing, contacted them, they contacted the manufacturer in China, who refused to warranty it, sadly. So I was left with this board, which didn't have OSD, which next we have, oh, it is off frame. Yes, I cued the shot right. So I bought this right here, which is the Kakute, I think is how you pronounce it. It's the Kakute F4 AIO V2, and I ordered this board because Joshua Bardwell had really praised it, and I respect his opinion. And I really like the way the gyro is mounted. So if we open this, which I already have, sorry, but if we open this, you'll see the gyro is actually mounted on a little piece of foam, and then there's a ribbon cable that connects to it. So this makes it so you don't have to soft mount or put the rubber into the hole, into the the mounting holes. So it automatically acts as a buffer from the frame, which allows you to not have to soft mount it, and also it provides more damping for the IMU, or inertial measurement unit. I almost had a stroke there, which it provides your readings for your pitch, your yaw, your like where you are. It gives all those readings, and also a big thing for me was current sensing and being able to see my voltage, because I like to baby my batteries basically, because I don't have a lot of money. I'm a poor college student. So yeah, so that's where we're at. So I decided to go with this board because it's kind of budget. It was about $40. Got it from Get FPV. Ordered it Saturday. It's Thursday now. It just got here today, so not bad. But yeah, so that's the general gist of things. So today we're just going to be soldering this up and hooking it up to my drone, and hopefully all goes well. We're going to be working on just this mostly right now. So first things first, I'll probably pre-tin the pads I got. I'm actually excited to test out this. This is a little battery operated soldering iron, and it's got a very small tip, which I'm excited for all these tiny pads down here. So yeah, we'll check that out when we get the chance. But for these bigger pads, I'm just going to use my bigger soldering iron, which I already had warming up over here. And I have my solder. So basically I'm just pre-tinning all the pads. I'll probably do the battery plus minus and then all the ESCs. Then I have a wet sponge I prepared over here so I can wipe off the tip of my soldering iron, make sure it's all clean. So yeah, we'll just get this started. Oh yeah, probably. So these battery pads take quite a bit of solder, but as you can see, it's a pretty well pre-tinned right there. I like to clean off my soldering iron quite a bit because it kind of annoys me when there's stuff on there. But yeah, so yeah, got these battery terminals pre-tinned. So I already have my XT60 right here. I can just go ahead and connect this on here right now. So the red wire goes to plus and the black wire goes to negative like usual. And plus is always the flat side on these XT60s. Sorry, this one's a little dirty, but see how there's this flat side right here? That's the positive. Also, the terminals are a little crusty because troubleshooting reasons, but yeah, so just apply a little heat. You can feel it when the solder under it melts, and then you just let go and it'll solidify. You want to make sure that solder under it melts because you could just get the pre-tin, which this is already pre-tinned because it was on a different flight controller, but you could just get the pre-tin on the wire to melt, and then it'll stick, but it won't make a very good connection. So here we have the XT60 all soldered up onto here. You know what I should have done? I'll actually do that real quick. I should connect this to a computer just to make sure the board the board shipped, not DOA. So let me just grab a USB real quick. That is a USB Type-C. That is embarrassing. So hopefully when we plug this in, we'll see some lights go off. Hey, that's a good sign right there. My computer recognized it. So as you can see, as I rotate the board, the IMU is moving, and yeah, so that's a good sign. So yeah, this board is not DOA, so that's good. They usually aren't. Usually boards are pretty good, but I just wanted to check. It's a good tip. Usually you want to do it before you do any soldering because then you're like guaranteed, basically they'll send you a new one because it's definitely not your fault if something's broken. But yeah, so I'm just going to pre-tin up these pads, all these ESC plus minus pads, which are here, there. I'm going to pre-tin all those up, and I'll cut right back to when I pre-tin those. Alright, so just like that, I've got all these pre-tinned up. Not my best job ever, but it'll definitely work. So ignore that solder smoke. But I should really get a fan in here for my soldering. But yeah, so now I guess I get to test out this. I'm gonna pre-tin up the signal pad, so I'll just turn this on. Apparently it's supposed to heat up really fast, like 30 seconds or something like that. But we'll see. You'll get the sped up footage, so you'll know. God, this setup is so janky. Oh, it's so great. It's so great. Okay. So it's been like 20 seconds or something like that. Let's test it out. Wow, it already melts the solder. I'm actually really impressed with that. So this is going to be a little bit difficult to do with you guys in the frame, but so um, let's see here. So these pads up here, one is for the motor signal, and there's one above each of the ESC contacts, and I will be using those because I have 4 individual ESCs, as you can see up here. So I got to pre-tin those up. Alright, so now I've got enough pre-tin, I'm actually going to connect the ESCs to their spots and their motor signal wire to their respective spots. So I'll just peel these wires up out of the way, get my camera wires out of the way. Receiver wires. Then on these boards here, right here, all of them will have a front orientation. See that little front arrow? So you can put it so that's not facing the front, but it's easiest if you put it so it's facing the front. So I'll do that. Yeah, so I messed it up and put it in backwards, but at least that means I get to show you guys how to remap motors, so that's cool. And then I'll grab a couple of my standoffs over here and screw these in, just so that they're out of the way, or so I don't have to worry about the board shifting around as I'm soldering, because that would be a pain. So I'll probably just do like a couple of them in here. And all the taking over and stuff. So, all right, so this part might be a little difficult. Where they did the sorry, how these cut. I should probably do positive first. So basically, you just go through and all the ESCs to the cycle system. They're positive and negative. Sometimes it's nice to have a little something like here. You just down push. You push it down into the solder pad, and then you just melt the solder because it's gonna get really hot right there. Yeah. Yes. All right, and noticing wire right here. You want me to wait on noticing wire? See the fine solder in there. You know, you can use this method, or you can use a unring friend that doesn't have heaters. Do all this like a frame, right? So easy. All right, so I've got all the ESCs connected. Not gonna lie, that was a bit painful. um, I had them cut for Bardwell's board, which I still have that line around here. Yeah, as you can see, the plus minus goes like that on opposite sides of where the standoff sits, but on this, the plus minus are right next to each other. So I had them cut to not very optimally for my situation, but I figured it out, so I made it work. So now I'll just put these signal wires on here, and then we should be good with the ESCs. All right, so after some error, trials, tribulations, finally have that hooked up. So hopefully I can plug this battery in and my ESCs will play a beautiful song. Oh God, please, dear love of Jesus, work. Oh, that is a great sign. Oh man. Okay, so I'll put that in the link in the description if you want to have yours play a song like that. I just found this online. I thought it was really cool. But anyways, continuing with the build. So next, I guess I'll wire up my receiver, which I don't know how to do. Let me look that up real quick. So the nice thing about this board is that Josh Barber actually wrote the manual for it. So if I search here, Kakute F4 AIO V2 manual, scroll down a little bit, here it is, and here's just a great manual, very detailed. So let's see here. So it looks like we want R3. We'll check. Yes. So we'll want R3. I kind of need the extra light here. It's starting to get a little dark. All right, so got the receiver all hooked up. I guess I'll do the camera and VTX next. And then it's all set. So camera, I'll probably just run off 5 volt. All right, so we'll hook up our camera to 5 volt. So we need that up here. We need the 5 volt pin, the ground, which is right there, video in, video out. So we'll hook those up over here really fast. All right, so I'm check all these wires. Camera, video wire goes video in. I just saw this. Also pretend this at the same quality as everything else, and I didn't film this on my lap, but I just connected the buzzer, which was really simple on this board. Just right under here, there's a buzz minus pin and a 5 volt, and this ground, which I could not get soldered to stick to, so I just soldered it to this other ground over here. And it all works when I hook it up, so now I got a working buzzer. Yay! No, it's not a different day. It's the same day. I swear I have not moved. This also isn't a new table. I'm not recording with my phone because the fake GoPro looked like a piece of shit. Okay, so anyways, I don't know where the last episode stopped recording, but basically I got everything wired in, and I actually tested it last night just to see if the OSD would work, if the video would work, and it didn't work. And I got so angry because it didn't work, but everything on here was wired correctly. And then I remembered, because I had this problem before, that the white wire on this VTX is actually the video, and the yellow wire is the smart audio. So bastards try to trick you. But anyways, it all works now. I connected it. I updated Betaflight. So everything's ready to put together, but I also realized that yesterday, apparently I was like ridiculously tired yesterday or something, because you see how this is the receiver back here, and this right here is the camera. So yeah, which side would be the front? Which side? Yeah, this side, right? But you see where the arrow's facing? So this just creates more work for me in Betaflight because I have to remap all of these boom motor pins, because Lord knows I'm not resoldering all of this onto here. So we're just gonna have to deal with that in beta flight. But everything should all work. I'm just gonna go grab my hot glue gun, hot glue all of these tiny connections just to try and help a little bit from crashes from wires trying to pull out. And yeah, so cue the speed up. Oh, multi-tool. I swear it was in this box. I will find you. Well, it's on the floor over there. Damn it, that would have been cooler if I got it in frame. Sponsored by Leatherman. Oh shit. Yeah, this is why I shouldn't be allowed to have things. Look at that, just goofy that way up. I should not be doing this. Why am I doing this? Why am I making videos? Alright, so now this is all back together. I'll throw the top plate on there actually. No, it's not broken. I'm getting it right. Okay. Fuck, did I get that so much? It wasn't even a flight thing. It's a good thing we can use brute force. Fuck. Maybe brute force, that's all the problems. Why does it feel hot? Why is it so hot? Oh, okay. Sure, okay. Alright, so I guess that we have all of the screws in, because I'm smart. We'll go ahead and plug it in and see if we get video, which I'm really hoping we do, because we were before. So, alright. Plugging it in. Look at that. So you can see my torso. I guess I did a torso reveal. Well, so that's all working. And our OSD was working, so we're good. So I'm going to hook this up to beta flight, and I'll take you guys along for the ride, show you what I do to tune this. And wow, I really need a new frame. Okay, ordering a new frame. Also, maybe I'll order a new frame. Things I do for FPV drones. Alright, so I had to cut the video here because we're at 23 minutes and 45 seconds about, so I figured I didn't want to put the beta flight configuration on here. So if you guys want to see that, I'll put up another video of me going into beta flight and setting everything up, but it's not too interesting. I had to remap all the motor pins because I put the board in backwards. So I could just make a quick video on that, and that'll go up after this. But thank you guys for tuning in. If you stayed the whole time, you're a legend. Put a comment in there, and I'll definitely pin it because I'm not going to get any comments. But sweet. Yeah, thank you. This has been the Pro back from another hiatus, and stay tuned for more FPV drone related stuff. Thank you.